Hello everyone and welcome to another video. It's been a while since I talked to you guys. I did want to break down the Houston Texans game. Yesterday the New England Patriots faced the Texans. It was a very boring game in that first half. The final score was 20-9. And the basic analysis I got from that game was a couple of things for us Texan fans. Number one, our defense looked really good. And the thing is to be very optimistic of a defense like ours is because Demeco Ryans has done wonders for the San Francisco 49er defense. And the Texan defense, not only did they play well in that first quarter with more of its starters, but it played well in the second, the third, and the fourth quarter. Now, the Patriots do not have some crazy dynamic offense. Obviously, if we face a team like the Chiefs, things wouldn't be as sexy as it did when we faced the Patriots. But facing a guy like Bailey Zappi, not an elite quarterback, but a guy who has played in the NFL, has played in NFL games, has some good experience, and he plays well in some of those NFL games. I mean, it's very, very good to see that the defense, whether it was the starters or whether it was the backups or the third strings, were all playing well. And I think that has to do with scheme. I love how we, rallied to the ball as fast as possible, made some really good sound tackling. Didn't have any breaks in coverage. We didn't we looked very disciplined. Didn't see a lot of penalties from what I saw. It looked pretty good, to be honest with you. I think that's something to be really optimistic for. I think our defense can be a top 12, top 13 defense in the NFL. Some people think we don't have a lot of defensive talent. I beg to differ. Jalen Petrie, Derek Stingley, Jimmy Ward. Got guys like Will Anderson up front. The linebackers are looking really good. We have a good amount of players on the team on defense. So I think that's the part of the ball that's really going to carry us throughout the season. Looking at the offense. So people are going to look at CJ Stroud's performance and say that CJ Stroud did not look good, which he did not. He had a bad play with that interception. What I was disappointed was that he wasn't given more opportunities. They gave Davis Mills over a quarter to do things on the field, and CJ Stroud with two bad drives didn't get any other shot. I mean, Davis Mills had plenty drives that kind of stalled out or just completely stalled out, and he had a touchdown drive at the end of the half. CJ Stroud only getting two drives when he's your starting quarterback. That's how you get better. You have to give this guy reps. He's facing backups, first strings, backups, second. You need to get him some reps so he can be able to see things better, be able to look, take punishment, be able to take hits, be able to look through his progressions, be able to, get into a rhythm. These are very important things for a young quarterback, and to be able to gain confidence. And I think when you yank him out like that, it hurts his confidence because he's not able to redeem himself. So yeah, he didn't play well in those first two drives that he had. Hopefully in the next game he plays, he has a lot more drives, maybe 4 or 5, or maybe give him a whole quarter, just to be able to see what he can do out there. I think there's nothing to be really scared of if you're a Texan fan. The offensive line, the depth is terrible. There's a lot of people up there in the offensive line I did not know. And CJ did not look comfortable back there because the offensive line was giving up a lot of pressure. And that is a big issue when you're giving up pressure as consistently as they were. So hopefully these guys don't get injured. The offensive line doesn't get injured. But looking at the preseason, I would say a big thing to look at is to invest in the offensive line, getting some more backup, some more depth. So just in case anything happens, we're not in hell. The last takeaway I got is from the wide receivers. Tank Dell looked pretty good. He was able to get some separation. He had 5 catches, 65 yards, and a touchdown and a half. Looked pretty well. I mean, yeah, Tank Dell's not going to come out and get 1,200, 1,300 receiving yards. He's definitely probably going to get maybe 600 or 700 receiving yards if he doesn't get hurt. So I'm not going to expect Tank Dell to take over the league, but he's definitely a guy that I think will be a really good number 2 option for hopefully someone else who could be a number 1 option maybe in the draft next year or so. But he looked good nonetheless, and hopefully I'm completely wrong and Tank Dell just comes and shines, takes over the freaking league and balls. But he played really well. John Mechie played well as well. The wide receivers didn't look bad. So looking at it, it was a good win. The team looked well coached. Looked different from last year for sure. We looked like a well-coached team, knew what we were doing out there, especially on the defensive side of the ball. Obviously, we got to make sure CJ looks good, but he has to look comfortable back there and give him some more time. So if you're a Texan fan, don't get discouraged. Don't get upset. Don't get sad that CJ didn't play well. Let's wait for this Miami Dolphins game. Hopefully, he's able to play longer, and we can really see what's up. And if CJ isn't ready right now and Davis has to start, I mean, honestly, I would rather CJ start because I've already seen what Davis can do, and I don't expect to win a Super Bowl. So it's like, unless Davis is really like lighting up the league type thing, I wouldn't really want to see Davis start. I would rather see CJ start and see what he can do, see if he just gets better week by week. We can afford to lose some games. Like, we're not going to win anything this year. But we'll see what happens with the quarterback competition. But for more Texan content, I'm definitely going to do reaction to Texan games. All of the Texan games that happen, I'm going to do a, after the game reaction, or if I'm not available to do it after the game, the next day, whatever day is possible. I will definitely follow the Texans. But thank you guys for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. We are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, so make sure to join the Sports Factory. I'll catch you guys on the next video, and I'm out of here. Peace.